Good morning guys! Good morning or good day, good afternoon or good evening kung ano man ang oras na makita nyo itong video na ito. Maganda kayo lahat. Maganda pa kayo sa araw ngayong araw na ito. Okay. Now, dahil sa nalalapit na ang board exam para sa psychometrician, ay minarapat kong mag-prepare ng video presentation para sa inyong lahat na hanggang ngayon lalo na ngayong mga panahong malapit na, ay kinakabahan at sobrang kabog ng dibdib. Okay? What we're going to discuss this morning is about how are we going to approach questions in the board exams. So, papaano natin sasagutin ang mga tanong, lalo pat ito naman ay mga multiple choices. So, there are two types of questions in the board exam, and that's multiple choice, that is standalone question, and the other type is group questions. Okay? Yan. So, let's look into standalone questions first. Okay? So, this type of question make up most of the exam. And the words in the stem provides us with information that we need to answer the questions. Okay? So we have to understand that each question covers a distinct topic that is not related to the previous one or to the next question. And essentially, when we make exams, we arrange it from easy, average, or moderate, and difficult. Okay? Based on the level of difficulty. Kaya lang, sa board exam ay hindi ganon. It will be random. Okay? So, pwedeng number 1 pa lang, difficult na agad. Durog ka kaagad. Or, pwedeng number 1 ay madali lang, and then, yan. So, depende ito. As far as I know, no, based dun sa aking mga naging interview sa mga may experience sa paggawa ng board exam sa PRC, the board members would create questions, no, probably around 500 questions for each of the subjects. Okay, and then they will not be the one to select the questions that would be included in the board exam. Okay, the computer will do the selection, and then it will be reviewed by the board, and if it's okay, and then go. Okay, or they will review the questions first before the computer would select. Okay, sa board exam, meron tayong type or yung tinatawag natin na A and B, set A and B. Okay, so pwedeng ang mapunta sa inyo ay set A or pwedeng set B. But anyway, para pareho lang din naman yung coverage niyan. And as far as I know, they are basing the creation of the questions on the TOS that they have provided. Okay, so meron naman tayong alam, no, na TOS na ginawa nila. Essentially, pag magre-review tayo, ibase lang natin sa TOS or sa Table of Specification. So in the board exam, there is no order of difficulty. Okay? Ayan. At kung may order of difficulty, di mas maganda sana. Okay? So here's an example of a standalone question. Number 1, a graphical representation of correlation data is called blank. Ayan, so the options are letter A, bell curve, B, chi-square, C, scatter plot, or D, bimodal distribution. Ayan. So, it is essential na kapag tinitingnan natin yung question, i-underline natin yung questions, no? I-underline natin yung mga keywords dun sa question. So in this case, ang keyword dito, graphical representation. So dun pa lang, meron ka ng clue kung ano yung magiging sagot. It should be a representation or a graph. So eliminate mo na sa mga options kung alin ang hindi dyan graph. So in our case, in our example, ang hindi graph dyan, unang-una yung chi-square, because that is a statistical formula. Diba? So, eliminated na kagad. So, what's the importance of elimination? Yung tinatawag natin na POE, P-O-E, process of elimination. When you eliminate an obviously incorrect option, then you are increasing your chances of getting the correct answer. So, for example, kung 4 pa lang yan, meron kang 25% chance na makatama. Maliit. Pero pagka naging 3 na, yan, more or less, nasa 30+% na yan. Pag 2 na lang, 50-50 na. Ayan. Okay? So, in answering this, titignan mo yung keyword, which is graphical presentation. And another one is correlation data. So, which of this is considered as a correlation, a representation of a correlation data? So, which is not. Number one, pwede nating eliminate yung bell curve. Although it's a graph, but it does not show relationship. Okay? So, a bell curve is a representation of a normal distribution. So, eliminated na siya. So, we have only two left, the scatter plot and the bimodal distribution. Okay? And of course, the correct answer is letter or, ayan, tama kayo, scatter plot. Okay? So, scatter plot, din yung parang nakikita natin lagi pagka dinidiscuss yung relationship or correlation, yung parang may letter A, L, na may mga tigyawat sa gitna. So, dito natin nakikita yung relationship ng variables X and Y. Okay? So, nakikita dito kung habang tumataas ba yung value ng X, ay tumataas din yung value ng Y, o habang tumataas ba yung value ng Y, ay tumataas din yung value ng X, or inverse. Okay? Yan. So, if we are going to take the board exam, what I want you to remember is you have to own the question. The questionnaire. Huwag yung pagkahawak nyo pa lang sa questionnaire, nanginginig na kayo kagad, nanginginig, no? Huwag kayo matakot. Exam lang yan. Papel lang yan. Okay? So, you should have control over it and not it control you. Okay? So, pag binigay na sa atin ang mga questionnaires, i-scan muna natin yung questionnaires. Tingnan natin kung maayos yung pagkaka-print sa bawat pages. Tingnan natin kung kompleto yung number of pages. So, usually sa baba nakalagay page 1 of 10 or page 2 of 10. Ayan. So, makikita naman natin doon. And you look into the number of items. So, kung Psychometricians board exam yan, you would start with 100 items, no? ABPSych, or TOP, IO, and then 150 items for psychological assessment. Okay, so titingnan mo muna kung kompleto. And if there's a problem with your questionnaire, then you get the attention of the proctor. Okay? Ayan. So, yung mga proctor naman, they will assist you. Okay. Ano pa ang dapat nating yan? So, ako ang nakatulong sa akin sa pag-take ko ng board exam, yung pag-underline ng keywords or pag-encircle ng mga distractors o yung panira dun sa questionnaires. Okay? And, if I were you, wag nyo munang sagutan. No? Wag nyo munang pansinin yung answer sheet natin. Questionnaires muna tayo. Doon muna tayo sa questionnaire. You have 3 hours to answer 100 item question. Meaning, napakahaba ng oras. Imagine, pinaghandaan mo to. Okay, yung iba, pinaghandaan to ng matagal na panahon. Mga 15 days. Okay? Pinaghandaan ng 3 buwan. So, wag nating sayangin yung oras. Sulitin natin yung panahon. Okay, total, mag-e-exam ka na rin lang, mag-exam ka na ng maayos, mag-exam ka na ng mahusay. Okay, so bawat question, himay-himayin. Okay? Another suggestion is, sagutan mo muna siya. Okay? And then, balikan mo na lang. Okay. And you try to answer the questions that are easy. Medyo, saka mo na lang balikan yung mga mahihirap. Okay? And then, when you are done doing that, you go back to the first number, and then pwede mo nang i-shade yung inyong mga tamang sagot. Okay? The essence of that is you're going to repeat. If you're going to repeat, then magkakaroon ka ng second look at the question. And you'll be able to correct whatever it is that you think is wrong, or pwede mo namang maitama na, no, yung mga una mong naisip. Okay? Ayan. So, aside from that, it is also important na meron tayong magandang lapis. Kaya nga sinasuggest is Mongol. Tapos, meron tayong eraser. Bawal ba magbura? Hindi naman. Pero, as much as possible, huwag na magbubura. Okay? At magagawa natin yon kapag sinimulan natin sa pagsagot muna doon sa mga matadali. At pagsagot muna doon sa questionnaire and not at the answer sheet yet. Okay? Try to manage your time taking the test. Remember, you have 3 hours. Okay? At sabihin naman ng proctor kung meron ka pang 1 oras, 2 oras, 30 minuto, 15 minutes, so you can manage your time. Okay? Huwag kayong matataranta. That is just their way of telling you how you would manage your time. Okay, another type of question is group question. So in this question, they will provide you stimulus, a sentence, a graph, picture, or anything that will help you to answer the next questions. So you have to answer. Ang suggestions kasi ng madami, so kailangan mo muna basahin yung stimulus. Okay, para malaman mo kung ano yung kwento. Okay, pero ako, in my personal opinion, alamin mo muna kung ano yung mga tanong para dun sa group question na yon. Okay, so pagka binasa mo na yung mga tanong, ito lang pala yung kailangan. No, for example, ito yung stimulus. A researcher is interested in determining if the amount of caffeine student consume influence the number of hours they study. To do this, he varies the amount of caffeine among 3 groups of students. Group 1, 0 serving. Group 2, 3 servings. And Group 3, 8 servings of coffee. The students keep a log tracking how long they study each day, and after the study is over, the researcher collects log and obtain an average number of hours studied per group. So mula doon sa unang word hanggang doon sa last word, pag binasa mo, napakahaba niyan. Which means pagod ka na pagdating sa ending. So, ano bang gustong alamin dito? Ito lang pala yung tanong dito. In this experiment, what is the independent variable? Ano yung next question? In this experiment, what is the dependent variable? Okay? So, alamin mo lang pala ano yung dependent and independent. Okay, of course, very familiar na tayo with the term dependent and independent variable. So, pag sabi natin variables, anything that is measurable, any measured characteristic of an individual. Okay, at pag sinabi natin dependent, these are variables that we measure. And independent, these are the variables that we manipulate. Okay? So, with that, pag binalikan mo yung questions na, mapapansin mo na nasa first line lang pala yung sagot dun sa mga tanong. Okay, so our researcher is interested in determining if the amount of caffeine student consume influence the number of hours they study. So, ang minanipulate nila dito, the amount of caffeine dun sa drinks ng coffee. At yung kanilang mineasure ay yung number of hours they study. Okay, so what is the independent variable? The independent variable is the amount of caffeine consumed. And the dependent variable is the number of hours studied. Okay, so you can see here na the questions are just tricky. They're just tricking your mind. Okay, and it is also important to simplify some of the questions. You will experience a lot of situational questions. Huwag kayong mataranta. Relax, chill. Okay? Look at the essence of the question. Tignan ninyo kung ano ba yung gustong alamin itong tanong na ito. Bakit pa ito itinanong? Yan. And with that, mas magiging madali yung pagsagot natin. Okay? So, there are lots of things na we can do to prepare ourselves para dyan sa pagsagot sa mga board exams. So, practices would be okay. Okay, but in the last few weeks of your preparation, huwag ka na magbabasa ng mahabang notes. Better if mag-focus ka lang sa mga questions, drills, and others. At kung magbabasa ka, yung mga flashcards na lang, outline na lang, and then tingnan mo na lang kung ano yung natatandaan mo about that. Okay, so I hope that this video would help you in a way ease yung anxieties na meron kayo, and I hope you pass the board exam. Remember, you can do it, and remember na we are created to do great things. So make your mama and papa proud. Okay, anyway, Ayan. And tandaan natin, ito lagi ko sinasabi, ang pagpasa o hindi natin pagpasa sa board exam ay hindi ang kabuuan ng ating pagkatao. Okay? Ayan. Bye! See you next time!